I started my career in communications in radio and television, and after a few years I found that while I enjoyed the on-air part of presenting, I really missed the ability to bring strategy and ideas to the table from what I had studied in college. So I made the switch over to public relations way back when, and I have been very happy with it ever since. As far as my career goes, honestly I have no regrets. First of all, because I think even the things that I might have done differently taught me a lesson that helped me in the future. So I think the mistakes that we make are the mistakes that are the, should I have given this piece of advice or that piece of advice, or could I have done more? And over time, as we've grown, I think one of the biggest things that I learned that I did right the second time around was by having partners. I just said, I'm not going to do it alone. I'm not going to be a sole practitioner or sole owner. I wanted to do it with partners, and having the ability to have others that you can rely on and that you can bounce ideas off who are peers and equals has been tremendous. I think definitely as a woman in communications, there are a little bit less in terms of glass ceilings, because communications is one of those fields where there are a lot of women. However, in terms of my personal career, I absolutely have felt that there were instances where being a woman made it tougher. Also, I can say that I'm a little over that now, because being an older woman is a little easier than being a younger woman. There were many times when I was in my 20s and 30s, and especially because I happened to be very petite, I would walk into a room when we were Reuben, Barney, and Berger, and people would say, "Are you related to Barney?" And I'd say, "I am Barney." And there was this disbelief that a younger woman could have the gravitas or have earned the right to have her name on the door. I became a member of the Chamber almost at the same time I moved here to Miami in 1989, because the owner of the firm that I worked for at the time believed so strongly in the Chamber. And I have to say, as someone in my early 20s, I found that a little surprising. I wasn't sure what the Chamber meant. And honestly, I feel as though the Chamber has been instrumental in helping me define myself, not only as a business person, but also in contributing to the growth and success of my business. Although RBB Communications is a nationwide agency and less than 30% of our clients are even in Florida, we started out in Florida, and the ability to have the Chamber as a resource to clients is one that I consider very valuable. I have not only found the Chamber valuable for me, but I love the ability to say to clients, have you used the Chamber as a marketing tool? And when I can see the results for that, there's a great satisfaction in being able to make 1 and 1 equal 3. One of the differences, I think, in my chairmanship is that I was one of the few chairs who came from a small business, an entrepreneurial background. And I set my year as being the year when I really wanted to promote Miami as an entrepreneurial community. And being able to make my year be about the fact that this is a community where the mindset has changed, where we are an entrepreneurial place, where new businesses are opening in all the sectors, not just in tech or healthcare, but across the board, and bringing more recognition to the value of those entrepreneurial businesses and how to help them scale up, and how the Chamber can be an instrument to help those businesses scale up. So when I think about what I like to do personally, I take a lot of pride in the ability to be able to spend time with family. I love living in Miami because we can be outside 10 months of the year, enjoying, when it's comfortable. We can be outside 12 months of the year, but not so much in the summer. The ability to really enjoy this environment to where you can spend time with family and friends is phenomenal. There are 2 pieces of advice that I would give business owners. The first is that it's very important to do what is important and not just what is urgent. So being able to really focus yourself, your talents, on the things that only you can do that are going to make a difference in the long term. It takes real discipline, as I said, to do what's important, not just what's urgent. And the second piece of advice is that work-life blend. I do think too often we think if I could only work 30 hours a day, I would get everything I need done. But sometimes finding that blend of how to marry your personal and your work together in just the right combination adds value to both, because it gives you more energy and inspiration to do better on both sides.